when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year bank from LSU. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Leonard Fournette. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ready? 54, right there, 54, Mike. Dude, Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I got it. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You can't block.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
X3, 218, chop. He's checked down.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Go. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, dude. Just like that. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Bengals drive about to get going. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Bernard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Set, ready? 18, Gator. Smooth. 44, Mike, 44. Come on. 44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike. It's coming this way. Here we go. Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And Unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An update from Buffalo. The Dolphins, they're out to an early lead over the Bills. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
60 outlaw. I got one. Alert 3. Mike 54. Pilot 64. Weak. Silver. Begin. Ready.
Now Fournette. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Break. 48 Mike. Come on. Yes. 48. Hey, orbit. Go. Screen. Check 48's the Mike. Check 48's the Mike.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. 20. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. On the ground, it's Thompson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. The kick by Lambeau is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
On the ready. 44, Mike, 44. Hey, Charlie! Don't get nervous.
Second and 6. That's complete. Bernard. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because they can really generate big plays for an offense.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check, check. Time to go. Night, night. 44, 44. Mike, 44. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs.
Here's second and 8. Another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line.
Go now. 60 or.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Greystone travel. Bobo's the mic. Mike's Bobo. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Bernard, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a second and 13.
Get that quarterback. Hey, Delta. 44, Mike, 44. Watch the slant. 44 is the Mike. 44.
Second and 13. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
44 is Mike. Check. Come on. You better bring it. 44, Mike, 44. Ready.
They'll look to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mike's Bobo. I know he ain't got it. 44 is the Mike. 44 is Mike.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now a carry for Bernard. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 18-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
44 is the Mike. 44 is Mike. Check. Hey, watch the leg. 44, Mike, 44. I got you. Get it.
He'll drop to throw. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 5.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They run the counter. Bernard. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. Fourth down now. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. This a 33-yard attempt. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Bullock's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. 6-6. Pull it high.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Now! Hey, echo! 48 Mike. 48 Mike. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. 48 for Mike. Be driven.
On 2nd and 7, Minshew looking long for Westbrook. That's caught at the 25. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big third down play there for the Jags. 52 yards. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo. Now the Bills have taken the lead over Miami. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
152 fighter. Go! Mike, 48.
They'll run with Fournette. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey. High 7. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Mike, 48. I got one. 48, Mike. Hey, box drop. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy? Give me some. Here we go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Fire.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
8, read. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. They go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. I'm here all day.
On on 2nd and 12. Minshew connecting here with DJ Shark. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
A gain of 12. And the Jaguar first down.
Ready, set. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense. Mike, 48. Mike, 48. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight. 48. 48.
Hey, exit.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? 48. 48's the Mike. Watch the curve. Watch the curves. Check. 48's the Mike.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And the catch good. It's Eifert. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mike,
Go.
48. He can't hang. He's not gonna get me.
Hey, zoom.
48's Mike. 48's Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
First down, Jacksonville.
Ready, ready. Hey, Haywood.
Check 48's the Mike. Check 48's the Mike.
You draw Corker. Yeah.
Get. Hey, turn it up.
Smooth.
Hey, look, 48. Look. Hey, we gonna Mike the 48 right now. Let's go.
On first down, Townsend. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hey, Orbit. Go.
Double. Check 48's the Mike. Check 48's the Mike. I got you.
Yep.
I got you, son.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Minshew. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Jaguars.
Down. 30 base. 61. Matchbox lights.
Back. Joker.
Fournette, a first down carry. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Look at me. Zipper.
48 the Mike. I got you.
On 3rd down, it's Thompson, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 33. And Lambeau will put this one through, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Get ready.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
All right, here we go. Let's go.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, let's get there. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He gets this one to Boyd. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it here with Burrow. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 2nd down, Bernard. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Check 37. Check 37.
General West.
44.
Hey, Delta.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Go.
Check. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
Big River.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Hey, alert 48.
First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey!
Shift. 48 month.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Switch.
Go.
They go with Thompson again. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here I come. Mike 48, Mike 48. Get your swerve on. 48, hit it.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Throwing left side, it's complete. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The tackle made by Austin Calitro.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Minshew. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now Armstead. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
On 2nd down now, it's Thompson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Again, a run with Thompson. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Chris Thompson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. The Raiders, they've added on, extending their lead a bit further. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2nd and 15. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Check 59, Mike.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Jaguars, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition, man. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young,
incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers,